Hello, hi. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to tell you about quite an exciting new development for Nicodonia in 2025. Recently, I've written a book, and this book is called The 36 Rules of Legal Writing. Because what happened was, many years ago, when I was working at DLA Piper, unfortunately perhaps, simply because I'm a British person, native English speaker, I was very often asked to edit different memoranda and emails and contracts. And I have to say this wasn't my favourite activity to do, but, well, if I'm asked to do it, then I can do it. And then, slowly but surely, a really interesting thing began to happen. I started to notice that the mistakes that were being made could really be categorized into perhaps a couple of dozen, maybe 3 dozen different types. You know, I notice many of the lawyers and partners having the inappropriate use of passive voice. My little tip would simply be don't use passive voice. Or a certain spectrum of issues regarding prepositions. And don't get me started regarding commas. Commas in English are just terrible, and especially in legal writing. So over the years, to save time, when I gave feedback about these mistakes, I began to categorize 36 different rules, or what would later become 36 different rules, that if you follow these simple, relatively simple rules, then you can avoid around 90% of these common mistakes. And these mistakes, strangely enough, didn't depend on the language of the lawyers, whether they were Slavic or Romance languages, Germanic languages, they seem to be quite similar. More recently, I expanded that into a book, into a training course, and now, in 2025, we're launching this as a new service. This is called the 36 Rules of Legal Writing. There are 6 different sessions, each of them themselves covering 6 different topics. And the idea here is you're going to save a huge amount of time, a great amount of time in improving your writing, your legal writing, by using these 36 rules. You don't need to study English and take different certifications over years and years. That won't necessarily help you. But the time savings that a partner or a managing partner can enjoy, I'm thinking of the terrible situation for reviewing memoranda. It can be very tedious. The time savings are going to be quite profound. So, based on my experience with over 500 law firms, the last 20 years, in over 80 countries, I think this is quite a unique kind of course. It can be done online, it can be done in person with me in the different locations. So if you're interested, drop me a message. I can do a free demo session with you and with the lawyers and see if this is something that might be useful to, again, save a lot of time in your document review and completion. Thank you.